everyone. Welcome to another episode of my Orisha journey. It's your boo, Daydream Austin, aka Oyabunmi. Hello, how are you? How are you? Sorry guys, just getting this right. So, yeah, we're in a quite interesting time, aren't we? It can be very scary and worrisome, very frightening, overwhelming. But I come to you in the spirit of my mother, Oya, Iyami Oya. I greet you, and I come to you in the spirit of peace, not in the spirit of chaos or fear. I want you all to take deep breaths, to calm down, to relax. Let's take a deep breath together. 1, 2, 3. Let's sit in gratitude that today, if you're able to watch this, then I'm going to assume that you have food to eat, you have access to clean water, you have shelter, you have internet access, perhaps a phone, a computer, that even though things look so dire, you are well. And let's be grateful for that. Thank you. Hold your head and say thank you, Ori. Thank you, Ori. Thank you, Ori. Yes. Thank you, Olodumare. Thank you, Ifa. Thank you, Oya. Oya Oriri. Oya Dolu. Yansa. Yes. Iba. Oya. And greetings to all of you. I hope you are well. I hope you are in good spirits, that you are not freaking out right now as you watch this. Please excuse any background noise. So I wanted to come to you today and share with you a story that's found in the verses of Ofun Osa. When this began to happen, I started thinking about what it means spiritually, and what I decided was that my mother has her hands all up in this. And when I say my mother, I'm speaking of Oya, Oya Oriri. When we have unexpected change and chaos like this, when something comes out of nowhere and flips your life upside down and you don't know what the hell's going on and you're looking around, it's the tornado, it's the storm, and the storm is Oya. So Ofun Osa talks about how to pacify a tornado, and it talks about how chaos and change can bring unexpected abundance. So we're not at the point in this journey where we've gotten to the abundance, right? Where we see the good that has come out of this, or maybe we have by the time this airs, maybe you have personally. But chaos doesn't always just happen for no reason. It usually happens to bring about something else, right? It's a snowball effect. It's something that comes to bring about a change, to bring about transformation, and I believe that's the space we're in right now. So Ofun Osa starts with, now we shall explain what it is we call Oya. Now we shall praise Oya. Epa Oya Oriri. Ofun Osa is called very white, swept clean. So I want you to listen closely and really identify certain themes that come out of this, okay? Because there are going to be a number of themes that come forward from this story. Ofun Osa talks about two men, Alara, King Ajero, and the town of Orangun. And one day, suddenly without warning, something tore up the place of Alara. And they call Alara child of established wealth. So this is someone who was probably born into money, right? Who's born into wealth. With a twist and a tear, this thing tore his house to shreds, swept up all his money, all his clothing, everything. People were distraught. His people wept, they cried. They cried for their loss. Someone asks, what sort of a thing is this? What sort of an invisible house cleaning has just come down upon us? Someone else asks, where is it off to now? This thing. At this point, they have no clue what's happening. They just know that suddenly something has descended and ripped their lives to shreds, has taken everything that's been established that they've known, and now it's gone. Asheo epa weya. Now, it comes down, and this time it cleans out King Ajero's house. They call him Moneybags' child. This is another wealthy, very wealthy person, a king. This thing turned his household into confusion. It's heaving things up, stacking them up every which way. The whole wide world grew conscious of his strength, and everybody was afraid. Right? So once again, we have this thing that comes down, and what was, this foundation that was set into place by King Ajero, a foundation of comfort that he probably had, now all of a sudden is ripped out from underneath him. And there's confusion, and people are bugging out. They're wondering what is going on. And everyone now is afraid, right? Because they know whatever this thing is powerful, it's coming down, it's ripping things to shreds, and then disappearing as quickly as it arrived. So whatever it was took off, and they start questioning, where is it now? Any new reports? Now everybody's freaking out. Where's this thing at? Where is it? Is it gonna come down and get us? Oh my God, we don't know what to do. Here it comes again. Down she comes upon the town of Orangun. So this time it's a town, right? She hit up 2 houses the first time. This time it's a town. They're saying this thing forcibly thrust its way through the wall, sounding its own drum majestically. And all those who had just been sitting around the town, how people kind of hang out, black folk, we like just hang out outside, have something to drink, talk a little shit. All of those people who were sitting around were blinded. Somebody asked, what sort of a whisk is this? Somebody else is like, what's going on? People can't get in touch with their families. There's chaos and confusion all around. Someone asks, is it the end of the world? Has anyone thought that in the last couple of weeks? What's going on? Is it the end of the world? And here it is again, it's off, it disappears. Somebody says, where is it now? And now we find out that it's heading to the young diviner's house, an apprentice of Orunmila, which is a young Awo, a young priest of Orunmila. So now the difference between Alara and King Ajero and this young Awo is that the Awo has the direct connect, right? The Awo has the plug. He has Orunmila. He can cast Ifa and find out what's going on. So he's warned by Orunmila that something is coming. Orunmila tells him something is coming, and when it arrives, it will bring you good fortune if you quickly sacrifice these items. So the Awo is told to sacrifice kola nuts, 6 pence, snails, shea butter, palm oil, and plenty money. Of course, this is a true follower of Ifa. He doesn't get this message and take it lightly. He quickly goes and gets these sacrifice items and does what he needs to do. The young Awo does all he is told quickly, because he ain't playing. He know if Orunmila says something is coming, then something is coming. So he has his wife prepare food and has the other people there with them kind of stay on and kind of hang out, right? And eat and just relax. But while they're relaxing, this something again tears into the compound. And it burst in and struck the ground with a roar. All were paralyzed with fright. Everyone is just standing there shocked. They can't move, but someone arrives and steps forward. It's Eshu. Eshu is not afraid. He's the only one who's brave enough to step forward and greet the storm, the tornado. And he says, Oya, I greet the elegant turbulence of your stride. Then he offered Oya the sacrifice items, which the young owl left out. Oya, the storm, swallows those up in one gulp, right? So good. The palm oil, the cola nuts, the snails, the shea butter, and plenty money. But as she ingests these things, she suddenly becomes really sick. And she gets very, very sick. And she goes to throw up. And what does she throw up? She throws up all of the wealth that she picked up from Alara and King Ajero's house. So remember, this is Moneybag's child and a child of established wealth. So one of these people she swallowed the stuff from had established wealth. This is probably someone who has generational wealth. King Ajero obviously is a king. He's wealthy too. So now on the young owl's floor, when she throws up, she's throwing up all of the abundance, all of the wealth that she picked up as she was tearing through these other towns. The young owl is so excited because suddenly he is rich, right? Suddenly a storm burst into his house, and instead of it ripping everything to shreds, he's now a rich man. And he's obviously very excited. So one of the things I wanted us to think about with this story and with this verse in particular is that sometimes really foul things come. Sometimes really horrible things come into your experience and wreck your house and tear what you've established down, and the foundations you have set are ripped from underneath you, and everything that you've known and become comfortable with are now being taken from you. But that doesn't mean that it's over. That's not the end. Ofun Osa is showing us that Oya, the tornado, when she comes as the storm, she'll come and tear your shit up, but she'll also bring you blessings and abundance. So think about it. Even when she got to the young owl's house, she didn't knock on the door and come in gently. She had to rip something up to get in, right? So they weren't very explicit in how she arrived, but know that she did not arrive gently. She came in with a bang, with a roar and a twist. But what slowed her down was the ebo, the spiritual gifts, the offering, the praise, the prayer, as she steps forward and praises her, right, in the midst of chaos. Everyone else is like, oh my goodness, you know, but because the ebo has been laid out, Eshu does what he does best. He comes to support those who make sacrifice. So he comes, he grabs the sacrifice, and he's like, hey, wait a minute. Before you tear all of this up, we got something for you. So no, yes, we are in a space of chaos. We are in a space of unexpected change. I feel like there's a purifying energy. We see in this story that there is movement and shifts, disruption, but there's also cleanliness, right? The way it starts is said very white, swept clean. So this experience we're having has come to clear a path, to make a way for something so much grander, to make a way for abundance and blessings. It does not feel like that now. And people, you know, I'm hearing reports of people passing away. Whatever happens, I have to believe is destiny. So make sure you do your work. Make sure you say your prayers, you do your rituals, you speak to Iyami Oya, because she's all up in this. If Obalu Aye is moving through, Iba Obalu Aye. If Obalu Aye is moving through, then Oya is carrying Obalu Aye on her winds. Oya can carry sickness on her winds, but she can also carry blessings. So this is your time to stand in your power, to rely on your faith, and believe that after this chaos, after all of this unexpected change, that something good is going to come from this. I need you to stand in that today, in this moment. Do not carry a spirit of fear. Carry a spirit of power. You are going to be well. You are well. If you need an Ifa reading, a tarot reading, please contact me through my website. But most of all, be well. Breathe. Everything's okay. Ashe. 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 Oh. Bye, guys.